Welcome everyone, welcome to another video. I want to talk about audio again. This on my main channel. I talk about it a lot on my vlog channel, too much I must admit. But I want to go through what I bought the past few months. Now I want to go through each one and talk about the uses and why I got it. First one is the Zoom H1 XLR. Why did I get this? Because of this. That's why I got it, because it's the XLR port. It's got no microphones, but it's just an XLR. You plug the microphones into there. It's portable. Record onto the system, onto the SD card. It does it 32-bit float. I can use my PodMic USB for fine microphones, plug them into there, so I can do a two-person podcast. And all I need is I don't need a laptop, don't need a soundboard, just need this, plug them into there, set the settings and press record, and then get back, transfer the data from this to the laptop, and the podcast is there on my laptop. And you can process the footage on here to normalise and stuff, so it's got a bit of processing in there. You can do that as well. That's what I got that for, the XLR. That's the main reason. There's no microphones built to it, just XLR, that's all it is. So that's that one. I got that about a few months ago now, but that's good. Got a little box for it as well, a little case for it to keep it safe. And then I purchased this about a couple months ago, and it is take this through thing off, the H1Essential. This is just like the XLR version, but it's got the microphones built into it, no XLR ports, so this is just like a typical voice recorder, field recorder. So you've got the XY capsules, so when you're out and about, all the sound from that side picks up stereo, perfect. Little details, little sounds, insects buzzing around it, waterfalls, so clear, it's brilliant, absolutely brilliant microphone. So that's what that's for. And of course it's 32-bit float, so when you record something you can play it and then you can adjust it and save it with normalization and blah blah blah. So that's got its own little process built into it. And of course I bought a little case for it. These are battery operated. I've got batteries in there, and you can also use a USB-C with a power bank to power it as well, so you can use them. I just carry lots of batteries in this top part. So that's that one. I've used that the most so far. And yesterday I purchased this. This is the H2Essential. I'm not going through this down, I'm not going from one by one. This is all three I need. This is a H2Essential. It's like the H1Essential, but it's got a 360 audio. So you know with the, let's get this out again. Purpose sake, demonstration sake. So if I'm out and about, I can record in front of me, stereo, the radios in front of me. This one can do the same, but when I'm on this and when I'm holding it in front of me and talking, by the way, if you hold it, don't tap it, keep your hand still, because the handling noise is pretty bad. So if I'm out there recording, got it on a tripod recording, I speak and you can't hear because I need to turn it around, speak into it and turn it back, turn it around, turn it back. That causes handling noise and blah blah blah, so that's a disadvantage, but it's good if I'm about and there's something in front of me. Perfect. This one though, if I hold this is the screen part's the rear, that's the front. I know that would be but so if I do that with this, hold it out and it's recording audio, and if I hold it and talk, this will capture me audio, this will capture me talking. As long as I turn them two on, when I talk it'll pick it up. I don't have to keep turning it around. This picks up 360 audio, so I can go out, put on a tripod, go on about, Leave it somewhere. It's got feet as well, so I can leave it standing on something, or I can leave it on a tripod. I got the box for it, the case, which came with the wind guard, so it goes on there, like a little thing. And of course, the buttons are at the top, so you've got access to the buttons through this. This case also came with a power lead and a power plug, and that's the box. That's the official box for it, you know. So yeah, so that I've been mucking about with it. I haven't used it outdoors yet because I've only just got the wind protector and that, because these need wind protectors because they pick up. You know, if I was to do that and talk into it, the plosives will be phenomenal because it picks up everything, you know. So this one's roughly the same, but with this, you know, it won't protect it fully, but if I'm outdoors, it will make the wind sound a bit calmer. So, but this is a 360 one, so I can have it, you know, I can have it on the table there, and you can choose different settings. So we've got on top there mono, which is if you're doing a podcast, you know, you can do the rear of mono, so it's just me talking into it, so it's like a single podcast. If I do the front and rear and that one mode, mono mode, whoever's sitting there, it'll pick up the audio like a two-way podcast. Then you've got stereo, different settings for stereo, so I can have it stereo all around, or just the rear or the front. And it saves the audio, it saves the rear and front in two separate files, so you can join it together, so you can adjust stuff if you need to, or just copy and just put them together, and it's a stereo track. So it's got a lot of features, and also it's got when you record on here, you can listen to it as well. It's got a microphone speaker built in, and you can also set it to save as a 16-bit, 24-bit or 32-bit float. So it's got a bit more processing than this one. So you can, because normally you transfer the file to your laptop, you've got to normalize it, you've got to set up 32-bit float to be normal. This can actually, you can do it before you actually convert it, so you can set it to do a copy, normalize it, whatever, and it will do it on here and save it. Then you can transfer it, and you've got the full audio, so you don't have to worry about doing it yourself, you know. So it's got that built in. But this is going to be a really useful field recorder. It is a lot smaller than I thought it would be. But yeah, so those are the three things. So I've been out and about. You would have seen some videos already using this, you know. But from tomorrow, Wednesday, I'm going to test this out tomorrow. So you're going to get some audio. I want to try and see if it can record, how it records two people. The only thing is though, it's not good as a dictaphone because it picks up the surrounding sound. So if I'm talking now, I'll get the wind from there, I'll get the fan, if the fan was on, I'll be picking up that. Anyone in the corridor will be picking up that. So, you know, it's not like a podcast microphone, but it's good for outdoor podcasting because you can capture the ambience and capture stuff. So if you're at the sea or something, or in the woods, you can hear the birds chirping or the sea kind of thing. Now, for dictaphone and voice messages and voice notes, I use my little voice recorder, you know. That's perfect. The sound isn't brilliant, but it doesn't have to be, because I'm not going to use it on mine. I'm just going to use it for my own personal notes and stuff, you know. So that is my venture into Zoom territory. Never touched this product before, never been interested in this product until now. These are all 32-bit floats. But yeah, so the XLR podcast, perfect. H1Essential is good for on the go, sounds in front of you. You can hold it, but you've got to be careful. But you hold it outwards, so you know. This one, you can't point it that way, you've got to do it upright. So this one is generally field recording, where you can set it down and get it recording. This one, if you keep your hand still, you can go out there and record, like, walking around like that, capture stuff. So there is different purposes for each one of these things, and that's why I got these three. I've been building up the time to get one at a time. Yeah. So let me know. I know these are come out a year ago, I know, but the 32-bit float is the one that sold me. They take micro SD cards, they've got displays so you can show you. So there you go. So you've got the lights coming on. So you've got the lights at the top there and stuff, but you've got the colour display, and it's capturing, it's showing you what's happening, and then just turn it off. These are good for short-sighted people because it's got voice activation, where every time you press a button it tells you what you're doing. So it's got, like, if you're short-sighted or losing your eyesight, it's good for that, because it is handy, a talking menu system. Anyway, that's it really. I just wanted to keep you informed. This is why I'm doing more audio stuff, or field recording and stuff, because it's something I want to get into. I know it's a bit out of date, but still, to me, it's new to me, and I want to get more into this kind of thing. Audio is so important. So thank you for watching. If you do have the Zooms, I know you can get the H5 Studio, the H6, the H8, or the H4 as well, Essential, but those are good. It's like having that and the XLR together. You've got XLR ports, you've got the microphones. The studio one is just, the May looks amazing, but I would only use a little percentage of it. I've got everything I need in these three, even though this 5 Studio can do all these three in one, most probably, well, apart from the 360 audio, of course. That's one big advantage of this one that the other ones haven't got. It's 360 audio. But that and the XLR put together is more like, but I don't need them. I've got individual ones for what I need, and that's what I want. I want something for each thing, I don't want to use one thing for everything because I'll get confused. I don't want to use this as a dictaphone, because if I have lots of files in there, which one is the right one, for the dictaphone? That's why this is separate, because all the files are on separate things for different things, so I don't get confused. I get confused quite easy, actually. So yeah, I do like this little thing. It's weird, the phone thingy. It's like one of those soldiers at Buckingham Palace, isn't it? But anyway, that's it really. So you're going to see more field recording, more that kind of stuff. I've got some podcasts to film still to keep up to date. Apart from that, thank you for watching. And next video should be when I meet up with Jackson UK. I'm going to try and see what I can do with this. I'll take this as well, just in case, and then I'll do some, I don't know, I'll just wait till tomorrow. I don't know, see what the day goes. Anyway, toodly pips for now.